You know the feeling when you're constantly on edge, scrolling your phone at 2 a.m. in the morning, snapping at people you love over teeny tiny things? Well, if you're anything like me and are maybe a bit too addicted to stress, you do. But the good news is, it's not your personality. It's your nervous system crying for your attention. And in this video, I'm sharing 9 very easy things that help me stay sane, at least for the most part, and likable, I hope, even in phases of stress, and that will help you regulate your nervous system and shift from a fight or flight mode into a calmer, grounded, safe, and social state. Number 1, humming. And I know this might sound a bit weird, especially if you're like me and you're not the born yogi, but there's a reason why in yoga they do that thing, because the or the different sounds that they have is always a kind of humming, and that humming stimulates your vagus nerve, which is kind of like the highway between your brain and your body's relaxation response. So next time you feel stressed, you can try it out right now. Just hum a little bit. It's not important what exactly you hum. You can hum a song, you can even sing, as long as it produces this feeling. This is gonna calm your nerves down surprisingly well. I usually do a little bit of humming in the end of my morning meditation, which I'm currently doing almost every day. Even if it's just 3 minutes, I just take a very deep breath and then I breathe out while humming. And this puts my mind into a calmer state of mind for the rest of the day. And whenever I'm feeling stressed throughout the day, I just hum a little bit, or I sing to my favorite song. But I put the song on very loud because nobody wants to hear my voice, I think. But if you're not alone and you would feel very uncomfortable humming or singing, another proven way to calm down your nervous system is tapping, also known as EFT, or emotional freedom technique, which is basically, just as the name suggests, tapping yourself at certain points on your body, like for example the outer edge of your palm, the center of your forehead, below your nose or below your lip, or the butterfly tapping, where you place your hands on opposite shoulders and tap alternatively 2 taps on the left, 2 taps on the right, and do that for 1 to 5 minutes. This bilateral stimulation helps your brain calm down, handle or process stress better, and signals to your nervous system that you're safe and everything is fine. And this is so easy to do wherever you are, because you know, when you're just having your hands on your lap, for example, you can very easily tap yourself on the outer side of your palm. Something I do pretty much every night before I fall asleep, I turn off the lights, is putting my legs up the wall. I just lay in bed with my book, which is also something I do before trying to go to bed, because that kind of distracts my mind from thinking about all the things that happened that day or all my to-dos on my to-do list, and focus on the book. And while I read the book and distract my mind, I also help my body calm down by putting my legs up the wall. And this leg up the wall pose is also a yoga pose, and it helps the blood from your legs flow back to your heart, which helps calm your nervous system. And that also just takes a minute, or maybe 5-10 minutes, however long you want to read, or just lay in bed. You can also do that during the day, obviously. Whenever you feel a bit stressed, just lay down for a couple of minutes, put your legs up. It doesn't have to be up the wall, it can just be elevated above your heart level. That's what's important, so that the blood actually flows back to your heart. But you can also just sit at your desk and put the legs up on your desk or wherever you are. Eating breakfast within 60 minutes of waking up helps our female bodies balance out the morning spike, the natural morning spike of cortisol. Now, I used to do intermittent fasting, so I waited with my breakfast until like 11 a.m. Usually, I also did workouts in the morning before I had breakfast, then I had a coffee, and then only after the coffee I had breakfast, and that spiked my cortisol through the roof. So now what I do, because now I know better, and science now also shows that it is very important for us women to have breakfast as soon as possible after waking up, ideally within the first 60 minutes, and to not work out before having breakfast, and also, if possible, not to have coffee before breakfast. For some people, there's a debate about this. Coffee is okay before breakfast, but coffee does increase cortisol, that is a fact. And if your cortisol levels already tend to be a bit, too high, having coffee on an empty stomach can kind of boost the cortisol spiking effect of the coffee, because being hungry, being fasted, also can increase cortisol, or does not help lower cortisol. So make sure to at least have a little snack as soon as possible, preferably something with protein and healthy fats, because also having a protein-rich breakfast helps not only with lowering your cortisol or balancing your cortisol levels out, but also with keeping a stable blood sugar, which again is also very helpful for your nervous system to chill out, because spikes in your blood sugar also means stress for your body, and stress does not help your nervous system to chill out. Now, this next one is a bit weird maybe, but bear with me because it's really incredibly powerful, and I promise you, if you try it out, you will feel the effect immediately. If not, let me know in the comments, or also if you do, let me know in the comments how that felt. And it is grounding / basically just touching natural ground with your feet. For example, grass or sand. Sand especially is my absolute favorite, but I don't always have that, so I also take grass. And I only do this in the warmer months, so now in the winter time I'm not gonna do that, and I don't recommend you to do that either, because then your feet are gonna get cold and freeze, and I don't want you to get a cold. But if you are living in a warm environment, as much as possible when you're outside, take off your shoes, take out your socks, and just stay on the ground. Whether that's grass, sand, it can even be stone, especially when there's sun on the, like, touching the stone and the stones are warm. That can be a nice feeling too, if it's not too hot, obviously. And there's not too much research backing this one up, but I know from my experience that it helps. Just try it out, see for yourself, but I'm pretty sure that it helps to just feel more grounded, because, you know, what's more grounding than touching the earth? Now, one of the few things where basically every scientific source says that this is so powerful for everything, for our mental health, our physical health, everything. And that's something that I've included in pretty much every of my evenings and throughout the day, and that is walking. Always, but especially for me, in the evening. After dinner, after finishing everything, either when I'm out already, I usually walk home nowadays, or if I've been at home, I go outside and walk. Even if it's just 10 minutes, but usually it's more like 30 minutes or an hour, because that really helps my mind calm down. I usually do not even put anything in my ears, so no podcast, no music, maybe calming music, but I actually like to just walk in silence, because that way my brain can really just calm down from the day and process the whole day, everything that I experienced, everything that I still have in mind, so it doesn't do that when I'm going to bed and trying to fall asleep. But not only in the evening, walking in general, it's also a form of bilateral stimulation, just as the tapping thing, you know, because you move from right to the left, and that right foot, left foot, or right tapping, left tapping helps, again, your nervous system to calm down. This doesn't have to be 30 minutes or 60 minutes. It can just be 5 minutes, just going outside and walking a bit. And if you're someone who struggles with taking enough walks, walking in general, something that has helped me to be even more consistent with my walks, whether that's during the day when I'm working from home and have to reduce the friction to go outside, or also if I'm already laying on my couch in the evening and chilling, is knowing what to wear, or rather already be wearing it, so that I don't have to change into something more presentable, but still something that's comfortable enough to be worn inside my house, whether I'm working or chilling. Which brings me to today's sponsor, Halara, which is an athleisure brand that makes very comfortable clothes that is also very pretty, aka presentable for your outside walks. They have pretty much everything from comfortable jeans, yes, comfortable jeans, to loungewear, to full-blown workout clothes, all designed with a perfect balance of comfort and style. And perhaps the main reason why they have exactly what we need, and not just the same workout clothes you can get somewhere else just with a different name on it, is the Halara Circle, which is their bi-weekly co-creation initiative, where anyone, including you, can apply for, and when selected, get and keep Halara's latest designs for free to test them out and to share your honest feedback to Halara, who will then incorporate that feedback and adjust the designs accordingly. So you could literally be a part of the creation of Halara's products. And that's exactly how, for example, this booty boosting leggings with a sandwich waistband came to life. So that everything stays where you want it to stay, whether that's your booty and your tummy or the leggings itself, so that you don't have to keep readjusting it all the time. If you want to become a part of Halara Circle, you can apply anytime via their website and have the chance to win a spot every other week. And if you want your own booty boosting leggings or any other full priced item for 15% off, use the link in my description and my discount code MALU. Thanks again to Halara for sponsoring this video. Next we have breathwork. Breathing techniques can be so powerful for regulating your nervous system, and there are a couple of exercises that you can do throughout your day, in the evening before you sleep, whenever you feel a bit on edge. One thing that we already do naturally, and that I now also sometimes do more consciously, is sighing, when you're just like, this can really help so much. There's a reason why we already do this when we're annoyed at something or stressed, because this, I'm not gonna do it again, sigh really helps our nervous system to chill out a little bit. What makes this even more powerful, if before sighing you breathe in kind of twice. So you breathe in And I'm really not a very, yoga kind of person, so it's very weird for me to show you how to breathe like that, but I want to demonstrate you how to do it. And this double breathe-in thing, those 2 quick inhales, are actually scientifically proven to be a very, very, very efficient way to calm you down like that. Try it out right now and feel its effect. It's incredible. Then there's horse breathing, which is very weird, I know, again, but it's powerful again, which is, I'm going to show you again, be careful. You know that. I mean, horses do that, and they cannot even consciously think about calming themselves down, but yeah, it's calming down. Try it out. And then there's a couple of other techniques, for example, box breathing, which is breathing in for 4 seconds, holding it for 4 seconds, breathing out for 4 seconds, and holding it for 4 seconds again, and doing that all over again. Or the 4-7-8 method, which is breathing in for 4 seconds, holding it for 7, and exhaling for 8. And the main idea behind that is that exhaling tends to calm our nerves down, or it tends to slow down our heart rate so that it calms our nervous system down. And inhaling tends to fasten. Do you say fasten? To increase our heart rate. So if your exhaling is longer than your inhaling, that calms you down. Another weird little tip that is very powerful, and Taylor Swift is a huge fan of it too, and that is to shake it out / to just dance. Whether it's to Taylor Swift, that's just currently what I'm doing, to like Opalite and stuff, or to whatever jam you want to listen to. The other day, ironically, I was a bit anxious and I put Anxiety on full loudness and shook it off because it's kind of a shaky dance, and that is really helpful. And it both distracts your mind, it activates your body, which always helps with stress release, and it's just fun. And then there's something that is probably hijacking your nervous system health throughout the day, and that is your phone. And don't worry, I'm not gonna tell you to delete Instagram or anything like that, no, but I'm telling you to use Do Not Disturb more often. Not only when you're trying to focus on your work or when you're trying to sleep, but also when you're just somewhere else with your mind, whether you're reading or just wanting to chill, or even if you're just watching your favorite TV show. If you constantly have some notifications popping up on your phone, maybe even annoying ones, but even if not, your brain still has to switch from, for example, your favorite TV show to whatever's going on your phone, and that switching needs energy, brain energy. And the more energy you use, the less energy you have, and the less energy you have, the more easily you're going to be stressed out. So give yourself permission to sometimes be not reachable. It's totally enough, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, to only answer your friends back once a day. I mean, I'm even worse than that, and that's not necessarily something I am proud of. You can also just look at your phone 1, 2, 3 times a day, and if it's really important, you can let calls go through, and then if something's really important, people can still call you, but you don't get all of your Instagram and WhatsApp notifications all the time, especially not from the WhatsApp groups. So I know many of these techniques sound a bit woo-woo or, weird, but I dare you to try them out. Let me know in the comments, let us all know in the comments what they do for you. And if you found this helpful, please remember to hit like and subscribe. Last but not least, if you're anything like me and always feel like you need to achieve something, have a look at this video right here where I share how to avoid burnout when you're very ambitious. And by the way, I also have a newsletter where every week I share practical tips and scientific findings on all things health, nutrition, and wellness. So if you don't want to miss that, sign up through the link in my description. It's completely free. And also check out my Instagram, where I will be soon posting more and more bite-sized health and wellness tips and research findings. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.